Yeah. Summer sun, hot temperatures. They are beloved, of course, because they give us the chance to get outside and spend some time enjoying everything we love to do outdoors. But the sun and temps, well, they come at a price. And it is your skin that pays that price. Our next guest is the ultimate beauty guru. Linda Stephenson has the education to back it up as well. An honors degree in chemistry, biology, with a minor in botany. And she put her degree to use and oversaw product development for world-class cosmetic brands. However, after becoming a mom, she realized her skincare regime was just too time-consuming. So putting her knowledge to good use, she sat down and rewrote the beauty formula. Mèreadesso was born. It's a single-step solution for rendered her own regime obsolete. She has many products under Mèreadesso. We'll get to that in a second. But first, she joins us now on Ottawa Today. Hi, Linda. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great. Good morning to you. It's that time of year.
Yes, finally warmer temperatures. I can't believe it.
I know, finally. You're in Toronto today.
I am.
Now, you visit Ottawa all the time.
I do. I love the city. It's amazing.
And you can get your product, too, here, right? Is that why you come?
Yes, at Nordstrom, which is very exciting.
Excellent. Well, you know what? The valley here brings us some crazy weather. They always say, just wait a few minutes, it will change.
Right.
As we get ready, what type of treatment should we be doing right now, beginning this summer season for our skin? How do we take care of it right now?
Well, I always say that with every major change in season, I always suggest it's really great to go and get a facial, just to get that exfoliation. I mean, you could do it at home yourself. I like the professionals to do it. Masking is very popular because you want to slough off that dead skin from that to build up over the wintertime and really create a nice, fresh face and clean palette for your moisturizers, for your sunscreens, whatever you're using. When you exfoliate, you stimulate your skin to make new skin. So that's really a great time to do that. You can do it as simply as I said with using a warm, wet face cloth and just, doing circular motions on your face to physically exfoliate. Using masks are very popular, or go treat yourself to a facial.
Excellent. So as we get into this time, what are some changes that we should be making?
Well, it's all about lightening up. So if again, the temperatures are getting increasing, humidity is increasing. So you want to, if you're using cream foundations, go to liquids. If you're using liquids, go to powders. You can even make your own tinted moisturizer by taking your liquid foundation and mixing it with your moisturizer so to create a little bit of a lighter feel on the skin. I also say switch from, this time of year it's always great to switch from a conditioning mascara to maybe a waterproof mascara because of the increase in humidity. You might be swimming, you might be doing outdoor sports, but it's also a good time to remind yourself that when you have a mascara, you should really throw it out after 6 months of use. It's kind of a seasonal reminder that it's time to switch it up and also to throw out the old and get in the new.
Excellent. Well, should we be caking ourselves in cosmetics containing SPF? Why or why not?
You can, but I always have a cautionary note with that because realize it's not providing your total protection. I mean, just because you're using a foundation, for example, with an SPF in it, you're not going to use it on the back of your neck and the tops of your ears where you probably need sun protection. So I always say that you can use these products, but recognize it's really not total protection. Personally, I'm not a huge fan, but that's my personal opinion. But again, if you're out in the sun, if you're out exercising or just taking a walk or playing a round of golf, use a proper sunscreen.
Excellent. And what SPF should we be wearing right now? What's a good one?
Well, give me a number.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 30, 40.
Well, see, this is the thing. It really depends on. And most people don't really understand exactly how SPFs work. SPF stands for sun protection factor. Factor meaning a multiplication, like a math term actually. And it really means that if you have, for instance, and just if I may take a moment to say how does an SPF work or how should you calculate it, it really is, for instance, if you have an SPF of 40, if you were to go into the sun and get slightly pink within 10 minutes, let's say you're that skin tone, that skin type, then if you were to wear an SPF of 40, that is like a multiplication factor. So you're 10 minutes from you to be completely without any sun issue to slightly pink. You take that 10 minutes, multiply by 40, and that becomes 400 minutes. So that means you have 6 2/3 hours of sun protection. That means at the end of 6.2 hours, you would be slightly pink. Do you understand? So like taking that 10 minutes and stretching it out over 6 hours, and that's where you'd be. So you have to now decide for yourself, where am I? Am I in Ottawa? What time of year is it? How long will I be in the sun? Will 40 be enough to protect you for what you're doing that day? At the same token, it's not a complete linear equation. It becomes logarithmic. The higher you go doesn't mean incrementally you get exactly. So for instance, there was a product on the market that had an SPF of 100. Well, that's kind of crazy because the marketing people thought, well, because that's going to mean 100% protection, right? Well, if it, again, you use a 10-minute theory, then your 100 becomes 1,000 minutes, which is 16 and a half hours of peak sun protection. Where the heck are you living? Are you on the equator? Like what? Like where do you need that kind of? And you're also dealing with a chemical load that's going to give you that kind of sun protection factor. So you really have to decide. What are you doing? Where do you live? What time of year is it? And sort of do that general math. But anywhere I think between a 30 and a 50 is probably where I would spend most of my time in the summer.
Linda Stephenson's a beauty guru and the founder of Mèreadesso. You can find it at Nordstrom here in Ottawa. And one last thing, how do you properly treat a sunburn? I need advice.
Listen, I go back I'm old school when it comes to that. I love aloe. I mean, if you have an aloe plant, that's great. There are a lot of after sun products that contain aloe in it. Cold water really doesn't help. It might feel calming at the moment, but it really doesn't heal the problem. And sometimes moisturizers, if you put them on top, actually start to burn because your skin is burnt. So I would stick with anything containing aloe.
Excellent. I'm writing that down. Linda, thank you so much. We look forward to the summer temperatures, and we will speak again.
Awesome. Have a wonderful long weekend.
You too. Linda Stephenson is the CEO, the founder of Mèreadesso, and you can find it at mèreadesso.com. It's also available at Nordstrom's at the Rideau Center and at nordstrom.com. This is Ottawa Today. My name is Mark Day.